I don't mind stealing bread from the mouths of the
We've got an audience question for you from Chris. Chris?
Hey, I was just wondering what it felt like to have Johnny Cash cover Rusty Cage.
It was one of the highlights of my life, really. I was 9 years old, and my brother Peter came home with Live in San Quentin, and we listened to that record for like weeks and weeks and weeks. And he was kind of like a mythical person to me. It seemed like he was 11 feet tall, and when he spoke, there was an earthquake. And it's one of the few times when I imagined myself as a child, and if somebody told me, someday this guy's going to be singing one of your songs, I wouldn't have believed it. It's like a fairy tale, kind of. And I'm not particularly reverent, but when it comes to something like that, it was a huge deal for me.
Now we have a phone call from one of your fans in Hamilton. Heather, do you have a question for Chris?
Yeah, I do. Hi, Chris.
Hi,
I just want to say, though, the show's sounding awesome so far. I'm a huge fan, always have been. I think you easily have one of the most powerful voices in rock history.
Thank you.
I was wondering, since you've been in the industry a long time now, and I was wondering what the worst part of the music business has been for you.
Really, the business part. That whole word business, I mean, no matter what, it's kind of what Mike Borden from Faith No More always referred to as the poison of what it is that we do. And the fact of the matter is, as much as I would have always loved to kind of stay out of that end of it, I wouldn't be here right now if I didn't have to occasionally butt heads with it. And like anybody, I've had difficulties in it. When I feel like the musician, the artist, the songwriter should be able to just go and do what it is that they do. And not have to worry about it when they're paying someone else to take care of that side of it. It doesn't always work that way. And often people, including myself, have been taken advantage of in that situation when they least expected it. And, that's the aspect about it that I hate. But also at the same time, there is a component of the music business that has brought everything that I've done and recorded to you and everyone else that is a member of my fan base. So I have to be thankful for that, and I have to deal with it.
And you're going to have to deal with the cold Canadian weather. Would you mind coming out and talking to some of your fans? They've been waiting hours to see you.
I think I'm ready for that.
And we've got a question out here. Megan, you've got a question for Chris?
I was just wondering how becoming a father has shaped or influenced your musical direction.
I think it's shown up in my lyrics a lot. There's certain songs that I wouldn't have written if it wasn't for being a parent now. Certain things that I think about every day and concerns, and then also like a refocusing on the innocence of what it is that I do has entirely to do with my babies, just watching how they live in the moment and enjoying that and kind of focusing that on songwriting, where I'll get up in the morning to write a song and I'll just follow any whimsical idea that I have to the end. And there are songs on my new record that are that.